It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. Mark 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21. Check out. Hot. Check 31. Hey, box truck.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable for Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 79 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
54. 54.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Sammy! Good kill! Watch the safety creep!
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Thomas the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, 95-56. Pick me up. Here we go.
Throwing now is Breeze. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith, his first first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 6 guys. 4 down. Orbit. Check, Mike. Get him on. Rest. Bang out. Bam. You got tape. You got
Here's Wilson to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Carson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check.
To throw is Wilson. Buying time to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. Let's hold the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st. Breeze now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And Cook has it, left side. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Ready. 95, 56. 54. Mike 54.
Breeze now on 1st down. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, it's Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Breeze now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, QQ! QQ! 54. Mike 54.
Breeze going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's Wilson. 36 yards on the play. Steps away. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Trey Hendrickson. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Mike 54. Opposite.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, what a break here. Turnover late in this first half, and now they're set up in field goal range already.
With a chance to get more. So what you're telling your unit as they go out onto the field is very simply this. We've got 3 in our hip pocket. Don't jeopardize that. Let's attack and go for the big one here. Let's go get 6 and give ourselves a chance to really feel good going into the half.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Carson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And that is no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey. Look at.
Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Tyler. Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Cut. 380. Let's go, D. Check. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 0. Watch the shoot. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Check 52.
Now Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
40. 380. Check. Move the team. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, watch that. Share.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call.
Says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Check. Right there. 54.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Lockett. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Mike's 56. I got it.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Hey, alert.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you don't control the football.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new...
And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A terrific run there by Penny. 44 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting up.
And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's played a great game and continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Breeze now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jared Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
21.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8.
Watch my board. It's been a long day for you. Hey, kill.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
We're good, we're good. Line 4, ready. 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
On second down, here's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here we go, D.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And the Panthers have scored to extend their lead. A win would be their second on the young season. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
I got it.
Got it.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey.
On first down, Breeze. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Watch QB's up. He's crashing. He's checking. Kill. Here we go. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from holding. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Every time I'm through, stay packing, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the Arizona, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well, watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. Was Rocky looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.